Hey there, Sheepdoggers, and welcome to Sheepdog's unfair review of Spacebase DF-9. This is another game, yes, in early access. And I know a lot of people who like the games I do unfair reviews of, mainly the ones that I'm negative about. If you like it, you generally tend to say you can't do unfair reviews, or, well, you can't do reviews of games in early access. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I can and I do, mainly because they charge money for it. If you charge money for it, I should be able to review it. I won't say, like, you know, this is a game that is just pure bollocks and you shouldn't ever buy it. But what I will say is I don't like the way this is going, or, you know, whatever. And occasionally, yeah, you can tell that a game's shit when it's in early access. Most of the time, I'm a lot fairer to these games in early access than I really should be. So what I was going to do originally was start up a new one and kind of show you the beginning bits and talk about the game while I just do the beginning bits of the game. But then I realised I still had this from the stream I did. And actually this is much better because it means I don't have to do anything and I can just talk. So Spacebase DF-9 is early access. This means there is not that much to it. I can say that I'm loving the idea. You know, I get this kind of Dwarf Fortress theme hospital feeling from it. Like people have said to me, you know, oh, it's like Dwarf Fortress in space. I actually feel it's more kind of it gives me the feeling of Theme Hospital, which is beautiful because Theme Hospital was fucking brilliant. But because it's an early access, there's not that much to it. This is I did a couple of hours of this game, and I feel like I'm at the end of what there is. You know, we've got the airlock, and then, you know, food replicators and the refinery, and basically I wouldn't advise you to get this game, but only purely if you just want to play a game. You know, if you think to yourself like, oh, I'll get Spacebase DF-9 now, and I'll play it and have loads of fun, like building base. It is possible to keep building past this point I've got, but there's no particular point to it. You know, there's no more progression past this point I am now, and I'm not gonna go into all of these rooms and what they do exactly. You know, you basically we can zoom out a bit. You mine these bits. You occasionally get derelicts turning up, which I could see being really fun. And, you know, you get people wanting to raid you, and yeah, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, awesome. It was a lot of fun, and the AI is suitably stupid that you have to keep kind of fixing their mistakes and trying to keep them happy, and yeah, they're giant fucking idiots basically. I was going to do a highlight reel of the stream, but to be honest, there was nothing too special about it, so I decided to leave all of it out. And you can see you've got all the skills: builder, technician, miner, security, bartender, botanist, scientist, and unassigned. And you assign people, and basically you need these oxygen recyclers to keep oxygen going. Yeah, I see a lot of potential in this game, and yeah, there's a thing coming in here, a meteorite strike, which will be fun. To be honest, they're not that threatening. I'm thinking, like, as time goes on, they'll come up with more threatening stuff, and, you know, more ways to screw people over while playing this game. Yeah, so to be honest, again, you know, there's not too much to go into in details for this game. You know, like, if I was to compare it, I'd say it's kind of like Banished. It's got the bones, and they're good bones. The difference is that Banished was a fully released game. This is an early access, so there's masses of room for improvement and features and just details. You know, they've already got good details. For example, you can click on, well, you can if you're not an idiot. Oh, for God's sake, seriously? There, he's right there. There we go. You know, you've got diagnosis, morale, location, activity, self-esteem, environment satisfaction, unmet needs, psych profile. You know, you've got their job, you've got all of their information, you know, who their friends, who their enemies, hobby, food, bands, all the things they're thinking. You know, there's a lot of detail here, which is, I think, why people compare it to Dwarf Fortress. And if they keep going in the right direction, this will be a great game. You know, I think this will provide hours of fun and replayability. So, while this isn't going to be a massive review, you know, usually my unfair reviews are either me complaining about a game, you know, kind of picking out bits and pieces that I don't like about it, or picking out bits and pieces that I do like about it. All I can say about this game really is, yeah, it's on the right track. You know, it's doing well. Do I suggest you buy it for early access? No. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of early access. The reason I get early access games is to be able to do videos, to do unfair reviews of them, and, you know, get a baseline basically of what the game is like, where I think it's going, and whether I would advise you guys to get it or not. So, you know, unless you really like the idea and you think it's going to be a really good game, you know, if you want to support the development of this by giving them some money, sure, go ahead. I don't think they need it, really. You know, a lot of these companies who do these early access games don't actually need the developmental support. You know, quite often they've done Kickstarter, you know, they've got backing anyway. I mean, your small amount of money buying the game is not going to make or break them, really, I don't think. But yeah, if you really want to support the development of this game, go for it. All I'm gonna say is it won't last you that long, and the updates aren't that fast that you're going to be able to jump into a new, you know, like a new version of the game and see all the new features, you know, instantly. The nice thing is that you don't like quit and delete and etc. You can, you know, so I can keep this base going, and when there's a new feature, hopefully, I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully I'll be able to jump in and just check it out. But yeah, I'd say I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to wait for the game to do some real proper big content updates, and you know, start again from scratch when there's a lot more to do. So yeah, this is a short unfair review basically, but my conclusion to this unfair review is it's looking good, but I wouldn't advise you to buy it. I'd say, you know, you can buy it if you want, but probably don't play it, you know. If you want to get it now in early access and, you know, kind of jump in, have a little look, play like 20 minutes or so, you know, get a little feel for the game, sure, but I wouldn't advise you to play it for longer than an hour maybe, because you'll burn through all the content like instantly. So yeah, there you go. That is pretty much the unfair review. Good game, looking like it's going to get better. Keep your eye on it, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. So there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this gave you a little info on the game and my stance on it. And I'll see you in the next one.